Okay guys, so I have carried out my diabolical plot to sneak the Virgin Mary into the exhibition where she was not supposed to be. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how it went. If you recall from the last video, I was preparing to participate in a group show hosted by my gallerist, James Rotman. James brought a group of artists together who were all kind of unusual in our own ways for a show called Outsiders. And James is super open-minded about all different kinds of art and different styles and super knowledgeable, which is why I value his feedback so much. However, when I showed him my version of the Virgin Mary, he said,
which was very different.
Which unfortunately meant that we could not include her in the exhibition. But I really wanted her to be there. I at least wanted some people to see her because the type of unconditional love that she brings is something that the church and the powers that be have kept from us for a very, very long time. And I think everyone deserves to have access to it, and I just want the people who need her unconditional love to be able to receive it if they choose to. So I came up with my own diabolical plot to make that happen. You know those Catholic prayer cards that they love to give out with the Virgin Mary and the prayers and everything? Well, I thought it would be fun to make my own version with a very different kind of text and give them to people. And I'm gonna read you guys the scandalous words, quote unquote, that are on here at the end. But first, let's just see how the exhibition went. Incidentally, this was happening just a couple days after Pope Leo said that the holy whore is back in favor. Pope Leo said, guys. Okay, that's not exactly what he said, but that is what I got from his Magnificat whatever that he released last week. I can't believe that I fuck with the Pope, but I kind of do. I kind of do. I definitely did feel a sense of guilt as I was preparing to distribute these, because I was like, oh God, like I'm not supposed to be doing this. I was specifically told that this image can't be in the show, and like I'm not supposed to be distributing her image. Aside from that, the prayer cards that I made kind of turned out like crap. Look, the colors don't match up well. I don't really know how to do this type of graphic design. I made this in like 15 minutes on Canva before I left for the exhibition. The text is upside down. Didn't know how to print it properly. The paper is super flimsy. Should have picked a sturdier paper. But so that was another reason why I was like, oh my God, like what am I doing? Like, should I just not do this? But as I was on my way there, and as I was coming up with this idea, a quote from this book, A Woman's Guide to Power by Kasia Urbaniak, kept running through my mind. And this quote says, "Unused power turns against you." Let me repeat that. Unused power turns against you. So I became aware that the guilt I was experiencing was designed to keep us from using our full power so that it could then easily turn against us. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I walked in, this girl came up to me.
The artist.
Yes.
Your art is awesome. It is so awesome.
Thank
I
you.
love it. There, right?
Yes, that's me.
Beautiful. I really love it. Oh my gosh. Can I show you my favorite piece of yours, please? Sorry.
Absolutely. And her name is Matea. I ended up talking to her for quite a long time, quite extensively, and she explained everything that was going on in my work perfectly. Much better than I myself could have done. Like, she just got it completely. And I was kind of like, okay, interesting. There's been a lot of times when I've shown people my work and it's just the wrong audience, I guess. But I was like, okay, with this experience, it showed me like, okay, the message is starting to hit. Something is working. Huge mistake on my part was that I didn't include the texts that go with all of these drawings, because this is a graphic novel that I'm making. This is all the same character. There's a lot of story that is told outside of just the pictures. And I usually always have a text for every picture that I show, but because me being included in this whole show was kind of last minute, I did not have time to put the texts up on the wall. So there was mostly a lack of text, which I guess was also a good reason why I printed out these to give out. I did give out the contraband goods to a number of people on the down low. Not as many as I would have liked. The turnout was a little low. Also realized that my little rebellion was not as dramatic as I thought it was gonna be. But that's okay. I got the word of Goddess out there, and from interacting with Matea and with other people who were there, I realized that people are hungry, spiritually hungry for the divine feminine.
Because of this one, I'm kind of thinking like maybe she's like guiding into that because it almost reminds me of blood.
Yeah.
And that's like if someone's hurt and she's like, okay.
Which I have suspected for a long time, but it was just interesting to actually see it in people who were there in front of me.
That was my perspective.
I love that interpretation. I love
Before I
it.
knew it, it was kind of done. And then, слава богу, самый sexy taxist в мире пришел меня забрать. And I got to be passenger princess for the rest of the night. And while I was chilling in the back seats, I was kind of like, oh, I guess that's it. That was the big day. That was not it. That was not it. So let me read you what is on this card. This is an extract from an ancient Gnostic text called Thunder Perfect Mind, and it is a divine feminine voice reciting this long dramatic poem about the duality of her nature. And it's a very long text. There's many translations of it, so I just pulled out a few little bits and arranged it very briefly to my own liking. So here we go. I am the first and the last. I am she who is revered and she who is mocked. I am the whore and the holy woman. Why do you who hate me love me, and hate those who love me? You who deny me confess me, and you who confess me deny me. I am shame and I am boldness. I am shameless and I am ashamed. I am strength and I am fear. I am godless and I am she whose God is great. Do not be afraid of my power. I am what everyone can hear and no one can say. I am the whore and the holy woman. I am she. I am the Lord. This is just a tiny example of the duality of the divine feminine. And that is what I want people to understand. That the whore is the holy woman and the holy woman is the whore. But that is all 10 people who I gave out my cards to. But then just when I moved on and I kind of forgot about this exhibition and I was busy with moving and everything, I just moved to a new apartment, something crazy happened that I did not expect from this exhibition. But I'll tell you guys about that in the next video with Matea's help. Until then, if you guys want to read the texts that are paired with these drawings, the chapters of this graphic novel, that is on my Patreon. The vast majority of it is free. I will link it below so you can go and check it out there. And that is all for now. Matea and I will see you in the next video. Until then, toodles.